Hey guys, it's Nikki. I felt like that was like a really weird hi. In today's video, as you can tell by the title, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my top 5 favorite Christmas movies. Yay! I personally love Christmas movies, and Christmas is like my favorite time of the year, so I'm happy to share these with you, and you guys can share me down below your favorite Christmas movies as well, because I love Christmas movies. With that being said, even though they're gonna be like a number, that doesn't necessarily mean that I love every movie more than the other, and that's just, these are like the top 5 that I can think of, and these are like the top 5 that I always watch during Christmas time. So just wanted to throw that out there. But yes, I love Christmas and I'm so excited for Christmas, and I just like literally cannot wait. So if you want to hear what my top 5 favorite Christmas movies of all times are, then let's go ahead and get into it. Alrighty, to start off, I would say starting at number 5. That one I would have to say that I watch every year is like National Lampoon's Family Christmas. That one is just such a classic. It's on every Christmas. It's on TV. So it's definitely something that I watch every year. That movie is one of my uncle's favorite movies just because he literally his house is like decked in Christmas. So his house literally looks like what their house looks like on Christmas, where it's just so bright and you can literally see it from space. But it's just such a classic movie and I love it so much, and I just think it's such a classic. It's funny and it's just something good to have around the holiday season. Coming in at number 4. Now these next choices are so difficult because I watch these movies religiously, but on the scale of my favorite and movies that I quote the most, number 4 would have to be the Home Alone series. Now I love Home Alone and I love the movies. I have all of them. They're on Disney Plus, so I watch them. I have the DVDs. I love Home Alone, okay? It's so funny. And Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. I totally stumbled over that. Animal is what I meant to say. But needless to say, that is one of my favorite movies of all time, and I watch it every year. But on a scale of movies that I quote the most and movies that I love the most, this one is at a number 4, but I do love it. I watch the series every year. I binge watch them, and they're some of my favorite movies to watch, hands down. Coming in at number 3. Okay, so I was kind of going like back and forth on this because obviously I was just nervous about like, all right, which one should I say? I don't want to offend anyone, but this is my opinion. Number 3 would have to be Elf. I like Elf. I feel is like me in an adult form. Well, I am an adult, but just older adult. I quote Elf religiously, even when it's not Christmas. I just think it's so funny, and I'm always quoting Elf. But just because I'm quoting Elf does not mean that there's other movies that just touch my heart more. But there's a fuzz. I do love Elf, and Elf to me is like at least in the top 3 because out of the other 2, I watch it almost as much as them, but not quite as much as them. So it's in my top 3 for sure, and Elf to me is hilarious. I quote Elf a lot. I know most of the quotes from Elf. So Elf for me does take the cake for being funny and being one of my favorites. Okay, we're getting down to the final 2. My second most loved movie of all time would have to be the Santa Claus series. I grew up watching the Santa Claus movies. I think the first one came out when I was born, so I didn't see that one right away. But throughout the years of me being a little kid, that's when Santa Claus 2 came out, Santa Claus 3, The Escape Clause. Now, I really wish that they would have made a 4th Santa Claus, But I wish that they would have made it so that Charlie would have to take over and be Santa, because Scott just gets a little too old, and or he just like has done his time. So I wish that Charlie would have, like, we would have seen that where he would have gotten to take over Santa Claus. We can hope and dream. I think it was at talks that they wanted to make a fourth one from that point of view, but it just never happened. But I don't know if that was a rumor or not, but I would have loved for that to happen, because I, like I said, love that movie. I grew up watching the series. The series came out as I was growing up, so I got to see them like in theaters, except for the first one obviously, but I got to see like the second and third one in theaters, and it was just so cool to see that they were still making those movies, and I love them so much. They just get my heart all giddy, and it really shows you like the true meaning of Christmas, and I love that movie. So my top favorite movie. Okay, my top favorite. So this movie is my favorite for a lot of reasons. A lot of it has to do with because I marched in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade to the theme song, but I love the movie. Like, the movie low-key kind of gets me emotional. And that movie is, are you ready? That movie is Polar Express. That is my #1 favorite movie, because it just, the whole meaning behind it and just everything to do with it, it literally makes me so happy. And it really shows you like the true meaning of Christmas, and to always keep the Christmas spirit, never to let it go. And it honestly has a beautiful meaning, and I love it so much. So, and not only that, but in 2010, I marched in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade to the theme song and performed on the Macy's Star with the theme song of Polar Express. And so that has always had a special meaning in my heart, obviously, and it continues to have a special meaning in my heart. So clearly, I love that movie so much. It always just makes my heart so full. It always just makes my heart so happy, because it literally just is such a beautiful, special memory that I have. And I can say that I was someone, when I get older, when I have, possibly if I ever have kids, but I can sit there and say that I marched in the Macy's Parade. And I performed on that star in front of millions of people, and it was amazing. And I did it to one of my favorite songs, and it was the theme song of one of my favorite movies, so it was just so beautiful. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed me talking about my top 5 favorite movies with you all. What's your favorite Christmas movie or holiday movie? Let me know down below. Please tell me. I want to know. I'm very curious, and yeah. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it. Also, too, don't forget to subscribe down below for new videos every week. I should say every day now that it's Vlogmas. Yeah, I love you guys. Also, if I didn't name a movie on here, let me know your favorite. Let me know what I should watch if I haven't seen a certain movie or seen a certain series for Christmas. I love to watch it. Like I said, I love Christmas. And yeah, hopefully you guys have a very merry holiday. Hopefully you eat lots of cookies. Hopefully you make good cookies for Santa. You drink lots of milk. And hopefully you watch some good Christmas movies. But love you guys. See you in the next one.